Organizations are looking for better ways to protect their data, but they're not always doing so because their existing backup solutions are broken. Yeah, some backup solutions truly do break on occasion, and others become antiquated and cumbersome. Still, others prove not to be scalable enough over time as production systems evolve. And in many cases, folks are just trying to improve on what they're doing based on economics, not on technical features. In ESG's annual IT spending intentions survey, we see that people are definitely allocating budget money to improving data backup. It was actually the #3 planned IT priority for organizations overall in 2014, right behind server virtualization and security, which tied for first place. And among mid-sized organizations, improving backup recovery has been the #1 planned IT priority for the last 3 years running. But keep in mind, a big part of why IT managers continue to invest in backup actually has nothing to do with backup at all. ESG's IT spending intention survey revealed that cost containment is the top driver affecting IT budgets in 2014. And when we asked folks how they intended to contain those costs, investing in new technologies with better ROI was the #1 response. They're far less likely to resort to layoffs or project cancellations, and far more likely to pursue the deployment of technologies that have a high chance of providing a good return on investment. In other words, organizations are trying to improve what they're already doing while reducing their economic burden, increasing performance, and hopefully gaining new abilities. In our most recent data protection modernization report, we looked into identifying the top reasons folks are adding or replacing data protection tools. Check out this graph. The top 2 reasons relate to economics, CapEx and OpEx. The next 3 reasons relate to performance because the status quo isn't good enough. Next reason relates to like a catalyst event, like a merger or new CIO coming on board, mixing things up. Heck, you have to get to #7 on the list before you get to a reason that's actually feature-centric, something that might differentiate one product from another. So I have a question for all the backup vendors out there. How are you proving the economics and your performance manageability? Particularly, how are you doing it when it comes to scenarios that aren't obviously business imperatives, such as things like endpoint protection? Servers demand backups and other services, but a lot of IT professionals are under the mistaken opinion that endpoint devices aren't worth the effort or expense of backing up. That's one example. The question in general is, does everyone you're talking to understand the economics of a data protection replacement effort? Not just in terms of comparing one solution to another, but also the economic impact of not doing anything at all or anything different. To be super clear, I am not suggesting that you go out and create another ROI calculator, because most of your customers have never seen a vendor-produced ROI calculator that doesn't miraculously show that your solution is the best one every single time. But instead, can you sit down with your customers and your channel advocates to clearly, succinctly articulate the operational, economic, and functional benefits of your solution? Let me turn that around. Here's a question for the IT pros out there if this message makes sense. Chances are that if you're replacing a data protection solution that's more than 2 years old, almost any new product you switch to will likely gain you some new level of functionality. Better virtualization support, integration with snaps and replication, maybe better deduplication, whatever. But can you quantify not only those presumed feature performance gains, but also the operational and economic benefits that you'll get? Yeah, switching can be a pain, but staying with something that's cumbersome and inefficient is also a pain, and it can actually be more expensive. So it's worth the time to figure out which step is going to be the more sensible approach for you to take. I hope this was helpful. This is Jason Buffington from ESG. Thanks for watching.